This is Hollywood. Matías Bombal with you. Bleeker Street Media offers Pawn Sacrifice, in which one of the most colorful real-life figures in the history of the game of chess, Bobby Fischer, is portrayed in biographical form. He's played by Tobey Maguire in a role like no other in his career. Much of this picture takes place primarily during the Cold War. However, the movie story begins in Brooklyn of the 1950s, where the young Fischer lives with his mother, a communist sympathizer who instills in the young boy a paranoia of being constantly watched. As he grows up, we see that he has serious psychological difficulties, but through the game of chess he finds a focus, or perhaps escape, that channels his brilliant mind into the thin line between greatness and madness. As he rises through the ranks of chess players, he's becoming noticed. Paul Marshall, an attorney, sees a great possibility in him and wishes to act as his agent as the Cold War develops.
I read your article in Sports Illustrated. You told the truth about the Russians.
Yeah, that's right, I did.
Don't you see this? Soviet invasion to hit California surf. World's greatest chess players to visit U.S.
Yeah, I saw that.
They say, oh, it's just a game for fun, hand of friendship, all that crap. But you know the truth. They're laughing at us. They think that chess dominance proves Soviet intellectual superiority over the decadent West.
I don't really care about politics.
They're using chess to say, screw America.
Yeah, I'm about the game, you see. Two guys at a board, one makes a move, the other makes a move, and that's it.
I'm a chess fan myself. I'm also hopelessly patriotic. I take an interest in people like yourself, creative people. I create the wherewithal that allows them to do what they do. Ask Jimi Hendrix. Ask the Rolling Stones. If I can help them, I can help anybody. I'd like to represent you, Mr. Fischer.
So you had to make a buck.
No, I don't need the money. I'd be doing this for free. Pro bono. You're the one man in this country who could put up a fight.
Ironically, it is the many in support of Fischer who have to fight to keep him on track. Paul Marshall, played by Michael Stuhlbarg, is the ringmaster of those that surround the erratic chess king. Stuhlbarg, who I first noticed in Boardwalk Empire, has proven again and again, both in features and television work, that he is one of the decade's great actors. I savor any performance from him and look forward to many more. I do hope that his peers will consider an Oscar nomination for him in the category of Best Supporting Actor for this performance. As the story moves incrementally forward, like chess moves, Marshall enlists the help of a priest, and a seemingly unorthodox one at that, who is a master at the chess game. Actor Peter Skarsgård is Father Bill Lombardi.
He's very excited about this.
I'm only a selector on the committee.
You see, he apologizes to the Federation.
Profanity on the first line.
Well, he's nursed a grudge a long time. He's studied how the Russians play every day, 18 hours a day, for 4 years. For him, Vietnam and the Beatles never happened.
I'm guessing he still has his opinions about the Soviets.
Well, you'll promise the committee we'll keep him out of trouble.
The Piatigorsky was organized to build bridges, not to burn them.
Well, so we lose 12-0, and that's a bridge? He asked for you. Wants you to be his second. He respects you. You're the only one who ever beat Spassky.
We were young. He'd destroy me now.
And you've beaten Bobby.
That was a long time ago. Bobby has problems.
So did Mozart.
With reservations, Father Bill accepts, and the race to dominate the Russians at chess begin. Although Fischer will match and master several games and players as he ascends in the playing field, there is one man on which he fixates who would become the central obsession of his life, Russian world champion grandmaster Boris Spassky. In the movie, Spassky is played by Liev Schreiber in what may only be called a fantastic performance. As a series of games between the two for the world title progress, with Fischer becoming increasingly erratic, Spassky has an insight that leads him to understand Fischer more than most.
Значит так, если я ему проиграю, вы ему дадите уехать с этого острова целым и невредимым.
Ты же не виноват, что этот американец псих.
Да никакой он не псих. А если вы так считаете, значит, он вас обвел вокруг пальца так же, как всех остальных. Он знает, что если ему придется играть со мной, я его уничтожу, раздавлю. Вот он мессилирует, чтобы избежать неизбежного. Я его не выпущу, я его на обе лопатки положил. Я на 2 очка впереди. Попался. Передайте Фишеру. Я с ним хоть в зал для пинг-понга сыграю, хоть в сортире, где угодно. Он от меня не уйдет. Так ему скажите. Попался.
Schreiber actually speaking Russian himself there, which he mastered beautifully for this movie. I was greatly impressed with this picture on so many levels. The period of the eras and the story are faithfully recreated. The performance of Tobey Maguire is simply the best work he has ever done before the camera in his entire career. In fact, all the performances are exquisite, handled with very human understanding and sensitivity by director Edward Zwick. Bradford Young's cinematography is perfect for the subject and place, using the widescreen anamorphic cinemascope aspect ratio. The actual photography was on 35mm motion picture film negative supplied by Eastman Kodak and was then transferred to a 2K digital intermediate for post-production, editing, and eventual release to theaters in digital format. I was moved by the story illustrating the thin line between genius and madness and find it one of the year's great movies. Make your move. See this picture. The Motion Picture Association of America has given this a PG-13 rating. This is your pal, Matías Bombal, bidding you a fond farewell.